I'm going to walk you through a little bit about the table and then talk to you about our software on the table and how that works in multifamily. So the table is manufactured by a company in New Mexico called Ideum, and they are museum guys, so they made this for museums, which means a couple of things. One is it's super durable, so it's made of aircraft grade rolled aluminum, and the glass is shatterproof haptic glass because they're used to hundreds and thousands of people going through a day, touching it, playing with it without it being monitored. So it has to be really durable. And then the other thing is that it just performs really well because they can't, like I said, they're not monitoring it, so they have to make sure that the table is performing all the time through hundreds of thousands of uses. So because of that, we thought that it was a really good fit in multifamily. It also has other great bells and whistles, like it has integrated speakers, it's HD, it has a great resolution, and most importantly, it has 40 touch points, which means that it creates a collaborative, interactive experience for people. So a prospective resident and their spouse or roommate and a leasing agent can all be working on it together at the same time, which is really important for what we're trying to accomplish here. So when you go into our app, we have created our app for a couple of different audiences. The first is the prospective resident. And the prospective resident is going to be spending most of their time here in the community exploration module. And so what we've done here is we've created a filtering system with results on a map. So the prospective resident can look at where the amenities are in the community, and obviously this map is customizable depending on the property. So it could be a high-rise where you can pull out the floor plates, or in this case it's actually different neighborhoods within one community. And then the prospective resident can go through a filtering system so they can choose what's important to them. This is great for a couple reasons. One is because it allows the leasing agent to interact with a prospective resident in an unobtrusive way, and it also allows the prospective resident to maintain control of their experience, which is much more comfortable for prospective residents now. They don't like to be sold to, and it creates a really engaging experience. So when they go through this process of filtering down what's important to them, they're now looking at where their home is going to be instead of just collecting information about your property, which they probably already have. So they can drill down and get more information about the unit, unit size, price, photos, videos if you have videos, whatever media you have for each unit in the property, we can integrate in here. Then they can also, as they go along, save the information that's most important to them. So they're creating a personalized e-brochure as they go along that they can either print, share with themselves, send to somebody else. They can email or text right from here if they just want to send this floor plan. And we can even take them as far as applying and signing a lease right from the table. So the table has signature capabilities, so they can actually go through the entire process right here. And what we've seen is that when obviously the consumers are really drawn to this, but when leasing agents are trained to use this correctly, close rates go way up because the prospective residents are so engaged in the experience that they're much further along in the sales process. Instead of taking a bunch of information and leaving with an application, they actually go much further in the sales process right here on the table. The second audience we have is the current residents. So this example is a neighborhood map, which is great for prospective residents and current residents alike. This is where they can kind of explore what's around the community. So they can sort by shopping, dining, schools, whatever is important and whatever makes that community special. And then they can bring up information. They can actually, right from the table, make a reservation, get directions sent to their phone, read reviews, look at photos. We have a lot of information in here, so it's almost like working with a concierge. And they can also invite other people through this. Then in this demo, we have another app that's for community happenings. So in this case, community happening means stuff that's going on around the community, like a community pool party, but it also could mean things that are happening in the neighborhood, like a concert down the street through this part of the app, they can register to attend, they can invite friends. We can also integrate resident specials if you have local businesses that you partner with. That can be integrated in here. So a couple of benefits of this. Obviously, resident retention is huge because we're giving the resident an added value. And then the second reason is that it gets residents more involved in the community and in their neighborhood, so they're really taking advantage of what you have to offer in your community and at your location. And then they also have the option here to reserve a community area if you have common community areas like a movie theater or a pool that they can reserve. They can do that through the table. They can submit maintenance requests. There's just a lot of interactive functionality that we can do in here. And then we have the ability to show all kinds of multimedia in different galleries. So this is just an example. And actually we can have multiple people moving through these at once without interfering with each other's experience. So that's kind of the gist of the table. It has a lot of benefits, and we're getting a really great response to it. So I think for particular communities, especially depending on location, new developments certainly, these are having a great impact on increasing sales and then also increasing the image and the value to residents. I think I covered everything. If you have any questions, obviously feel free to contact us at info@pynwheel.com, or I'm Jennifer at pynwheel.com, 303-640-3652. Thanks.